It was Elon Musk versus a dried-up old husk. Yes, the billionaire takes time off from space to get in Bernie Sanders' face. It was a CEO who sends rockets through the air versus a senator who's older than dirt. Tesla CEO Elon Musk took to Twitter over the weekend responding to Senator Bernie Sanders' demand that rich people pay more in taxes. And by rich, Bernie means people who own more than 3 houses. Gentle rumble of laughter. Bernie tweeted, quote, "We must demand that the extremely wealthy pay their fair share, period." It only took him 3 hours to write that tweet with those mittens on, to which the world's richest man responded, quote, "I keep forgetting that you're still alive." Elon gets a bigger laugh than I do. Yeah. Want to sell more stock, Bernie? Just say the word. So Elon recently sold roughly $7 billion worth of Tesla stock after conducting a Twitter poll asking his followers if he should, which is exactly how you should make investment decisions, by Twitter poll, only if you're a billionaire. But it got us wondering, what must Bernie Sanders think about this?
This is not anything radical because we had these laws.
You wake up late for school, man, you don't want to go. You ask your mom, please, but she still says no.
Had usury laws until 1978 when they were repealed.
You missed 2 classes and no homework, but your teacher preaches class like you're some kind of jerk.
Banks to charge extortion level.
You gotta fight for your right to party. Speaking of party, I shouldn't have had those buffalo wings last night.
Should not be using people's misfortune.
Oh, God, now I'm feeling the burn.
As a basis for extortion.
I gotta get out of here.
Tyrus, it's kind of sad that of the 2 men that are feuding, one of them almost became president, and it's not the billionaire.
No, it's the multi-millionaire, or is he 100 million? You know, we need to tax the rich. That has nothing to do with it's socialist, but he's a unicorn anyways because he's a rich socialist, which kind of means he's fighting himself, but whatever. And he's going after Elon Musk because he's convinced that's what the people want to hear. Because even if you tax Elon Musk, that's not going to make our Christmas any better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's not going to fix our schools. It's not going to fix what's going on in our streets. But yeah, let's go after him. And then he comes back with, in his defense, if he had just $1 billion, maybe he wouldn't be so cocky. Yeah. But when you have $265 billion, what's $65 billion among friends? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean.
Well, Bernie didn't even go after him. He said, we just need to tax the rich. And he was like,
and
hey, that's me.
Speaking of rich.
Wait, he's talking about me. I'm rich. And he's like, he's, the richest man in the world, and he still feels the need to go on Twitter and call some Vermont senator and be like, you're old. Like,
I love that.
yeah.
I love the fact that Elon Musk behaves like this occasionally. Not all the time. Like, weirdly, he's just one of the very few very famous people who clearly does have control of his own Twitter account.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
He sends these things out sometimes. You think, oh, that's you.
Yeah.
No one else would do that. But he has, FU money.
Yeah. He has nothing to worry about. No one's going to cancel him.
Yeah.
Although, Kat, I still don't respect him after what he did to Grimes.
I knew that you were going to go there. I'm sorry, but you did call it.
Yes.
You thought that they would have a kid and then they'd break up.
Yes.
They did.
Yes, I knew that would happen.
Very invested in
I knew that would happen.
Is this what happens in the meetings I never show up to? Okay, I don't think that's some more.
The one thing that, Katie, that drives me a little crazy is that we have given up any kind of opportunity to counter somebody who talks about fair share. Yeah. Like if somebody says you need to pay your fair share, they can say that no matter what the percentage you pay. So if 1% of the American population is paying 40% of the taxes, that's still not enough because it's never enough.
It's never enough. Bernie Sanders owns 3 more homes than Elon Musk. He sold all of his homes.
That's right.
He has 3 more than he does. This is a weird thing that the left does. They say they want to achieve a goal. So, for example, the Green New Deal, which Bernie Sanders supports, which means we need a lot of electric vehicles. Well, Elon Musk happens to know how to produce electric vehicles, and yet they're constantly trying to destroy him. So at the same time they're demanding the private sector get on board with this big government program, they're trying to make sure he has less money to build the electric cars that he needs. So that doesn't make sense. But I do love that he's like, you know what, man? Forgot that you kind of exist.
Yeah.
And, threatens to sell more stock to make it harder for Bernie Sanders to do that.
Why is it that AOC, whenever she talks as if she's speaking to a child who's never heard English? It's just every single thing. It's now.
Yes.
me tell you.
But see, that it's coming from you. See, you were like, whenever you talk, it's like bathing in warm milk.
Yeah, I don't know why you put me on with the guy with a nice accent. That was really rude.
That's the best. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
No, but British, he's just British.
But to answer your question, she's speaking to herself, which is why she's speaking that.
Ah, very
The way she was taught. That's how the video told her to speak. If you watch AOC and when she's in public, it's not really a rally. It's like 6 people. She learned that if you jump and point
Yes.
while you talk,
You can keep
people
their
will
attention.
listen.
Yeah.
That's what Kamala does that too.
Because they went to the same class.
That's the same thing.
Whenever I want to get my point across,
Yes.
if you point at them and raise your hands, they won't listen to the dumb coming out your mouth. So just start pop locking and talk about stealing everybody's money.
There you go.